Over the years, traditional soft baits have been enhanced with various scent and flavor components to increase their appeal and effectiveness. Appealing to every aspect of a fish's senses simply makes sense. And now, in a new generation of soft baits that triggers fish to feed, has been developed. Introducing Trigge-X with Ultrabite Pheromones. 7 years in development, Ultrabite's revolutionary formula offers unduplicated attraction and reaction for a wide variety of popular angling species.
The ultimate fishing tool for a tough bite.
Trigge-X contains species-specific pheromones that trigger instinctive feeding behavior in fish. In simple terms, pheromones are chemical substances emitted by fish to influence behavior of other members of the same species. For example, panicked bait fish emit pheromones to communicate a danger signal to each other, and their terrified reactions trigger nearby predators to feed. In turn, the school of predators emit their own pheromones associated with feeding, working the school into a frenzy. The stimulating effects of pheromones have a chain reaction effect on a school of fish. Thus, Trigge-X was born. Trigge-X soft baits use natural forage shapes as a delivery system for ultrabite pheromones. Just dress Trigge-X on your lures or hooks, fish the same way you normally do, and let Trigge-X pheromones do the rest. Because soft baits must appear natural while standing up to punishment, Trigge-X baits are flexible and durable. You can expect to catch multiple fish on them, outproducing equivalent baits. All Trigge-X baits feature a ribbed body design to increase the distribution of scent and pheromones into the water. The finely detailed bodies flex and look like the real thing, mimicking natural forage profile and movements. And they're available in a wide range of pro-pick colors to suit every angling situation. Many feature a crystal see-through effect for natural appearance. Trigge-X aggression formula is phthalate-free, so there is no unnatural plastic smell. And because they are infused with biosalt to mimic the taste of common prey species, once bass and other game fish grab hold, it's game over. You win.
Another beautiful bass caught in Trigge-X.
Trigge-X bass baits are tailor-made for bass anglers in a variety of shapes and sizes to match virtually all popular bass fishing tactics. Each comes in 8 great color patterns, guaranteed to match any conditions you're likely to encounter. The Trigge-X flutterworm packs a powerful punch in a bantamweight package. Rigged Texas or wacky style, it sinks horizontally with an enticing flutter during the slow descent. Twitch it to make it flex seductively. The Trigge-X swimming worm is action-packed dynamite. Ideal for Texas rigging when you need a larger profile and added vibration. The wiggling ribbon tail is great for hopping or swimming retrieves. The spade-tail worm is a 5-inch wonder with a thin body and straight tail, particularly suited to finesse applications. It's the hot ticket for drop shot rigs, shaky jigs, or unweighted hooks. The Trigge-X Minnow is 5 inches of erratic jerkbait, ready to snap into action. Rig it unweighted on a large wide gap hook, and apply a series of snaps to your rod tip to make it dance side to side, with a slow glide in between. The Trigge-X 4-inch swimming grub has smallmouth bass written all over it, dressed on a jig with swimming or hopping retrieves. The wide tail produces maximum vibration at any speed, from a slow, rhythmic cadence to a high-speed burn. The flapping craw is about the most lifelike trailer you can dress on a skirted bass jig. Every twitch of your lure brings the flapping tail and appendages to life. And at 3.5 inches, it's the perfect size for bass of all sizes. The 4-inch flipping tube is a bulkier version of a classic hollow tube body for flipping into heavy cover with a Texas rig. The back cut skirt flares open at rest. Try it whenever big bass demand a slower, subtler presentation. The Trigge-X tube, meanwhile, is a subtler tube profile, also 4 inches in length. Dress it on a jig head for slow swimming retrieves, subtle descents, and scratching and crawling it across bottom. All bass species love it. Big bass instinctively pounce on egg-stealing water dogs and salamanders. That's why they try to crush the 6-inch Trigge-X lizard. Rig it Texas style, and the tantalizing swimming action of the tail and legs kick into high gear. And when bass are up shallow in lily pads or other tough vegetation, the 4-inch frog is guaranteed to root them out. Rig Texas style or unweighted. The realistic kicking action as it scoots across the surface is like ringing the dinner bell. When the biggest bass demand a real meal, the flappin' bug can't be beat. This oversized 4-inch trailer turns any jig into a dining experience, and it works wonders on a Texas rig too. When you need to appeal to their greed, break out the flappin' bug.
Look at that thing, just a tank.
Don't just wait for fish to bite. Trigger the bite with Trigge-X aggression soft baits that look, feel, taste, and smell like the real thing. They're fueled with ultra bite pheromones that make fish respond. Unlike other soft baits, fish can't become conditioned to ultra bite pheromone. Trigge-X is impossible for fish to resist. Flip on the eat switch with Trigge-X, the new generation in soft bait technology for the next generation of anglers. Scientifically designed, simply irresistible.
They're that deadly, they're that consistent, no matter where you fish for bass.